All right, so your hands are, you need to drop your hands down to where that line is. So the shaft of the club should run pretty much through your belt. Okay? That's a little, your hands are a little too high there. In your swing, your hands should stay in this corridor, and so should the club. You should be keeping the club in there on the downswing. All right, that's not happening. You're going underneath the line. See how you're going under the plane there? Yes. And then you're going to lift, and then you're going to go over the plane. See how the club comes out? Mm-hmm. We're gonna change that. Okay. That's why you keep hitting the ground. Sometimes you hit the ground behind the ball. Yeah. That's the reason. So your backswing is okay, but the downswing, the club's getting too steep. So right here, the club should be in here. Instead, your club's coming out over here. All right? So what we need to do is, I want you to take a watch at this. When he takes the club back, this is Adam Scott. His hands are going to stay right on the shaft line. This is the shaft line, and his club's going to stay in that area right there. When he goes back, see how the club stays in? Everything stays in that corridor. Now in your swing, that's not happening. Your club's going under your hand. See how everything goes inside too much there? All right. When he goes to, when he gets right here, he cocks his wrist. He sets the club. All right. Well, I want you to set the club on that angle, right? See how the shaft is running right through the top of his elbow? Yes. That's how I want you to cock your wrist. But you don't do that. You're cocking your wrist on a 47-degree angle. He's cocking his wrist on a 670-degree angle. So
70 from the floor.
Yeah.
I'm not. I should be too.
You're more on a 45-degree angle. He's more up and down.
Okay.
All right. Now watch what happens when he comes into the ball. Okay, there's the top of his swing, but now as he comes down, the club is actually coming in on a shallower plane. Now he's on a 57-degree angle. So he goes back on a 70-degree and he comes down on 57. You go back on 45 and come down on 70.
Okay.
So watch, you're coming back on this plane, and then as you come down, you're on this plane. You're not 70, you're 59. So, what we want to do is go back on 59 and come down on, we want to come down on this plane where you're at right here. Nope. So, you understand that this plane would be the downswing plane, okay. 50 degrees. And the backswing plane would be that plane, 70 degrees or 60 degrees. All right, so watch what he does. He goes back on that plane. He comes down on this plane. His hands, the shaft, and the club head all come down right into this position here. Now your hands and the shaft and the club head are outside that line. And that affects your ball striking. Sometimes you hit it in the middle of the club, and sometimes you hit fat shots. Or you hit the ground first. But the good news for you is you don't have much wrong. It's very, very good swing, really. It's bueno. All right.